Good evening, nerds. It's your boy Fenner, and it's time for some more Legacy of the Void action. I've got another replay cast for you guys. Been out there. I've been out there in the fucking wilderness, scrounging up some replays from some good players. So I've got something good to cast now. You might recognize one of those names, and only if you're an avid viewer of StarCraft 2, you probably know who this is. Now, this is MC. The man himself, Minchel. And if you've ever watched StarCraft before, you probably know who he is. He is a big boy Protoss player who has, I think he's won a GSL? I don't have the page open right now, but he's won some big tournaments about 2-3 years ago. He's one of the best Protoss players for sure. And always a scary beast to be reckoned with. Always a very aggressive player as well. Not necessarily doing all ins, but always pressuring heavily at least, and always coming up with strategies that relied heavily on pressure. Now, on the other side of the field, and the guy who sent me the replays here, the creative king himself, Dr. Dario, or otherwise known as Liquid TLO, the little one. And a big thanks to him for sending me the replays here. Give him some love on Twitter if you can. And he is already doing something I haven't seen in Legacy of the Void yet. And that is a weird 3-hatch. What the hell is this, TLO? What the hell is this? I mean, it's obviously for the wall off. Now, this is interesting. Maybe this is his way of dealing with adepts, or maybe it's just his way of having a macro hatch. Maybe he feels like he needs a macro hatch nowadays. But I don't know why he wouldn't go the extra few inches and get it at the third base. So that's why I really feel like it's for the adepts, because it's for the wall off, right? It looks like it's for the wall off, and there are adepts on the way right now. So I'm very interested in how TLO is going to use this, because he could easily just take that as a third base to have drones on there, but it's just acting as a macro hatch or a wall off right now. So we'll see how this goes. Adept is on the way for Minchel here, or MC, Kimchi Man, as it's called right now. I do believe he is the highest ranked player in Legacy of the Void right now. When I looked at the ladder last time, he was above top. I think he's definitely the highest ranked Protoss player at least, which makes sense. Like, he's one of the highest level Koreans at some point, so not a surprise that he's at the highest level in Legacy of the Void right now, where not as many people are playing it yet, as it's still in beta. Anyway, Adept is coming across the map behind this. He is going for the Robo facility, and he's getting a sentry as well. I think this is going to be a Prism follow-up. It's a very common strategy that people have been going for. Here we go. TLO has got that third base going. I feel like this is cutting into his production. Even Extractor Trick in here. Wait, no, was it an Extractor Trick? I think he wanted to go for them, and then he changed his mind. And he's just dodging this Adept here, so he's not actually getting a full wall off. Is he going for the wall off now? I think if it was 2-gate Adept, he was going to go for the wall off. If not, he's just going to leave it like this. He's going for the evolution chamber behind this. This is very strange, man. This is very, very strange from TLO. And I know everybody always calls him the creative genius, but if you actually watched him in Heart of the Swarm, at least the later stages, he played like defensive standard builds most of the time. But obviously he does have those moments of excellence where he comes up with something crazy that could possibly work. Like, the biggest thing I remember is cancelling a hatchery and then using it to poop a creep tumor down on the map to get some really fast creep spread. Now, he is going for that +1 melee, and he's spamming the hell out of some Zerglings. On the other hand, Minchel, Kimchi Man here, is putting down a lot of gateways, and it honestly looks like he's just going to go for a big gateway all-in. I'm going to assume this is going to be an Adept all-in, but it could be anything. He's already got the Prism here, so he can definitely warp in incredibly quickly with that. What vision does Dr. Dario have on this? Not too much at all. He's going to be relying on just the Zerglings that is produced. Now he's putting down a Bailing Nest as well. But this is a hell of a lot of Zerglings. He's seen the Prism though. He's preparing for it in the main base. He's also supply blocked quite heavily here. He's got 3 Overlords on the way. And MC is coming into the third base right now. Adepts are really good against Zerglings, and there's no upgrade ready yet. Can TLO defend this? I think he's going to struggle, but we'll see. He's currently overwhelming it, but the next warp in is going to be huge. And there we go. 4 more Adepts into the battle. He's got 5 gateways behind this, so It's going to get nastier and nastier and nastier. Baneling's on the way for TLO right now. They're going to help out massively against the Adepts. They do really well. They trade very efficiently. Queen's coming into the battle as well, desperately trying to hold on to this third base here. And it's just more and more lings for TLO. That 1+1 upgrade taking its time. So desperate for it. And if this kicks in, then he's probably going to be good. But if MC pressures this heavily... Oh, TLO's going in before the upgrade finishes. It feels like he's got enough to targeting down that Prism as well. Baneling's going, and he mops that army up. But MC is not finished with this. He's got a Robo following up. He's got Immortals on the way. I believe he's already got 1. He's got 2 already waddling forward there. And he's got full 2-base saturation as well. So if this was Heart of the Swarm, the Zerg player would be very worried right now. The Protoss player is already up to 2-base saturation. It is Legacy of the Void, however, and Zerg has a few more possibilities and answers to use. One being the Ravager. The Ravager is a very strong early game unit. Oh, TLO losing a couple of Zerglings there. Not what he needed at this point in time. But yeah, the Ravager, very strong at holding early game pushes, as it can throw down those biles into the force fields or onto the army as it's used more commonly. And if you do hit them, they do a lot of damage. But this army is looking very nasty for MC with the auto chrono boost on the gateway there as well. Going to allow him to get those units out a bit faster. 47 Zerglings out for TLO. Is he going to go for drops or something like that? Roach is on the way, but MC's pushing quickly, man. I don't think he's going to be able to get the Ravagers out in time. And if he doesn't have the Ravagers, I'm going to be a bit worried for TLO here. +1 Carabase has kicked in. I don't think... No, there's no upgrades here for MC. Oh, God, here come the Roaches, but they're just a bit too late. He might have to sacrifice his base. He's going to pull back. He is going to wait for the Ravagers here, but the base is going to go down. Oh, I don't think that's the best location to morph them. If MC pushes in on this, it's going to get very, very nasty. That's a lot of Adepts, man. He's going to need some Balings in the mix as well. He's pulling the drones off the line. 2 Ravagers pushing forward. Oh, beautiful surround from TLO. Can he get the Ravager hits he needs? He only has 2, and I don't think the Balings are doing the damage. It looks like this army is just a bit too big for TLO to handle. And those Adepts doing devastating damage on all of the units that TLO has, even shredding through those Roaches and through the Ravagers. Morphs forward, and I don't think TLO is going to have enough. Getting pushed back here. Those Immortals at the back doing a lot of damage. 9 kills on that one, 14 kills on that one, 8 kills on the other, and Dr. Dario, GG's out of the game. With that interesting wall off there. I guess he just used it as a macro hatch and maybe as a safety hatch if it was going to be 2-gate depth. So really cool to see that. But MC just pulling out the very fast victory there. And, well, that's TLO going down there. But yeah, give TLO some love, guys, if you can, for sending out these replays to me, as a lot of players do not like to send out replays, and especially ones where they lose. And obviously he has sent me a bunch more replays, so we'll try and get some of where he wins as well. And I shall see you nerds tomorrow for another replay cast. Peace, guys. Thanks for watching.